In today's video, we're going to take another look at Nike. This is one that I set up for you, I believe, last Friday, and it hit and held the zone and has started to trigger some entries here. Now, one of the things that I tell all my traders is that you don't have to know where the market's going to make money, but you need the setups, and you need a setup plus a trigger that tells you that it's worth placing a bet against the zone. That gives you your entry. And then you need to manage it, and management includes where your initial stop's going to be and how you're going to trail your stop after that. So let's go back to this setup that included a 618 retracement of one swing, a 100% projection of another swing, and a 1618 extension of this prior low to high swing here. Okay, it hit, it held, and let me show you what the trigger looks like. So here is a 15-minute chart. The 15-minute chart is the aggressive swing trade trigger. And here, where did it trigger? Well, when you had the moving average crossover, the 834 EMA crossover, and then you also look to make sure that it shifted pattern by taking out a prior swing high. So once both of those things occurred, you could go into Nike. I mean, most of my traders use options, calls or call spreads, whatever. And at that point, your initial stop could be either placed underneath the low that's made prior to your buy signal. That's typically what I do. But then other times, if you want to give it a little bit more room, you could have the stop underneath the low end of the zone. That kind of gives it like two chances, but it just depends on how you want to set up your own trading plan. Now, as far as what the potential is, we measure the high to the low, run the extension. So target number 1 is this 90.97 area. Target number 2 is 92.37. And then the other thing that you look at is, what are the hurdles on the way up? What could stop this from moving in the right direction? Well, typically I watch the 618 retracement, but I also, in this case, will watch the 100% projection of this prior rally swing. And it's kind of funny that overlaps that 618 retracement almost perfectly. So it looks like the hurdle on the way up comes in at 88.31 to 33. But if you can push through that, then the odds increase for a continued rally towards the target. And again, initial stop, I would have it underneath this last low. And trailing stop, just depends on how quickly you want to trail it, but there's a couple of different ways. You can either have a stop that goes underneath the prior swing lows. That's one way to do it. There's another way to do it with symmetry, which will take too long to explain at the moment. But hey, that's basically what you need to do money, or need to make money. You need the setup, you need the trigger, and then you need to know how to manage the trade.